Hey everybody, welcome to the middle of nowhere. So I've been having to travel a lot more for work lately, although that's kind of been put on hold due to the global human malware going on right now. But anyway, because I've had to travel a lot more for work, I wanted to get some new headphones, and I was researching them, and I really wanted some noise canceling headphones. And of the brands that stuck out, Sennheiser stood out the most. So today we're just going to go ahead and do a little unboxing of the Sennheiser Momentum 3 wireless headphones. I've already cut the stickers, so we'll just have to unbox. So just slip that off. A nice white, clean white box. It really seems like a lot of companies have followed Apple in recent years in terms of clean aesthetics when it comes to the boxes themselves. As soon as we open the box, we get our headphone pouch that seems to contain pretty much everything. Thick foam padding to keep it safe. I'm glad that the headphones do come with the pouch. It's nice. You don't always get these, but it is nice to have. So we have the Sennheiser Momentum 3s. They come folded. They do fold in like that, but they don't have any kind of rotation in terms of 180-degree rotation for resting on your neck or anything like that. So we'll just put these aside for now. What else do we get? We have documentation, so we can give feedback. Win a pair of CX Sport in-ear wireless headphones. We've got some compliance information. I'll open up this pouch here. We have our quick guide. It supports multiple languages. And then our safety guide. Additionally, we have another pouch here. Looks like. Let's see what we get. Silica. Alright, keeping things dry, make sure no pets get a hold of that. Have a 3.5mm jack, so you can use these in a wired mode as well. So if you want, you don't have to always rely on Bluetooth, so you can get a little bit possibly higher fidelity by wiring them up, but they're supposed to be pretty good wireless sound. The Bluetooth is Bluetooth 5.0, so that's always nice as well, as it's the latest standard. Additionally, we get nice USB Type-C cable on both ends, so that will allow you to charge the battery that comes with the that's in the headphones. It uses a lithium-ion battery, so no double or AAA batteries here. Let's see if there's anything else. Oh, looks like we have Type-C to Type-A adapter as well. So if your computer does not have Type-C, you're sorted with a nice little adapter here. And one more check of that pouch, and that's all we got. So we just put that in, and there you go. You're good to charge. When it comes to setting up the headphones, we have our Bluetooth button here at the bottom. The other buttons, let's see if you can see. Let me bring this in closer. Alright, so we have roughly 4 buttons and a little toggle on the, let's see, what cup is this? Is this right or left? Right, so it's the right cup, so that's kind of nice too. In case you don't know, there's an R and an L on the inside of each cup, so you can figure out where to go. Buttons are on the right cup. So you have a toggle for your noise cancellation on and off. You have your volume up rocker, your pause and play for music or take a call, your volume down rocker, and then your pair to Bluetooth. So just hold this for 5 seconds. And then a light should come on. And that allows you to pair up. So let me just get my phone here. Go into settings. Bluetooth. Alright, it's looking for a device. I don't know if you can see that. And there we go, Momentum 3 just showed right up. So we'll just click on that, tap that. There we go, now we're connected. Now that we've seen what's in the box, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the details and features of Sennheiser's Momentum 3 headphones. The headphones retail for $399 USD at the time of this video. There are 2 drivers, 1 per cup. They are both dynamic and 42mm. There's a frequency range of 6 Hz to 22 kHz, and the impedance is 470 ohms active and 100 ohms passive. You can pair the device two ways, either through Bluetooth, and there's a Bluetooth 5 module within these headphones, or NFC. However, you can only listen to music or take calls over Bluetooth. You can connect your headphones three ways, either wirelessly through Bluetooth, analog with 3.5mm jack that's included, or over USB Type-C or A as your device allows. However, you cannot use the microphone while connected through the analog jack or over USB. When I connected my headphones to the computer, they were recognized immediately, but I could not get any sound output. Now, through my research, you could invest in a little Bluetooth module. However, due to latency and sound quality issues, this is not recommended. Instead, you're probably better off getting something like the Blue Yeti microphone, or if you really wanted to attach to your phone, Antlion Mod Mic. As previously mentioned, there's a lithium-ion battery inside the Sennheiser headphones. You can charge over the USB cable, and while charging you may still use the headphones. Charging is noted by a pulsating yellow light, and when fully charged, the light becomes green. It takes roughly 3 hours to charge, and according to the manual, the battery lasts roughly 17 hours. However, you could probably extend this by turning off your active noise cancellation and maybe even putting your device into airplane mode and connecting the headphones directly via the 3.5mm jack, or if they are USB-C compliant, the USB-C cord. These headphones come fully supported with an app called the Sennheiser Smart Control that is both Android and iOS compatible, and there's a manufacturer warranty of 2 years. However, I definitely recommend looking and reading this warranty, as certain things might not be covered, such as ear cup replacement and battery replacement. This headset is jam-packed with features as well. There's a nice friendly voice to greet you once you unfold the cups and turn the power on, as well as when you fold them in and then turn them off, and the voice will also let you know how much battery time is left when you activate that by holding the play pause button for 2 seconds. Now through the app you can turn off the voice and just have them be beeps instead. The pause play button is just more than that. By pushing it for 2 seconds you can see how much battery life you have left, push it to accept a call, and if you push it twice rapidly you can forward a track, and if you push it 3 times rapidly you can rewind a track. The Bluetooth pairing button is also your digital assistant button. Just go ahead and push it once, say hello whatever, and your assistant will activate. As previously mentioned, there are 3 modes of active noise cancellation. You have max, which is the default, and this will be best for use like in a very noisy environment such as an airplane. You have anti-wind when you're going out and about, taking a walk outside, and then you have anti-pressure. This is best used for when you're at home. You can change the modes of the active noise cancellation via the app. Otherwise, it defaults to max when you turn it on through the switch on the headphones. There's also transparent hearing. By using the same switch, just push it down once to activate. Activation is noted by a beep, as well as deactivation. And what this does is it allows the microphone that is on the headphones to pick up some of that ambient noise around you, so you can kind of hear what's going on. Transparent hearing will turn off your noise cancellation, and you have, through the app, the option to keep music playing or have it stop once you hit transparent hearing. These headphones come with a smart pause, so if you were to take the headphones off or just put them down while listening to music, the music will automatically stop. And once you put them back on your ears, it will resume. The same thing goes for when you're taking a call. The music stops, or pauses at least, and will resume once you end the call. Sennheiser has teamed up with Tile to integrate that technology into the headphones. All you have to do is download the Tile app, pair it to the Sennheiser headphones, and should you ever lose it or it gets stolen, you'll be able to find your headphones. The Sennheiser Smart Control app is where you go to personalize, customize, and configure the settings for your Momentum 3 headphones. There are 3 settings for the active noise cancellation, as previously mentioned, and you'll switch between the 3 here. When it comes to transparent hearing, you'll be able to turn it on and off here, or through the switch on the headphones, as already mentioned as well. And you can also adjust the setting to keep music playing or have it automatically pause when you turn transparent hearing off. There's a built-in equalizer to customize and adjust the music to your personal tastes. And within the settings, you can turn on or off Smart Pause, activate the Amazon Alexa feature, or update the firmware for your device. The Smart Control app is pretty easy to use. I really enjoyed how simple it was and straightforward it was as well. If you forget any of the features of your headphones, you can always go through the introduction, and it tells you basically step by step what each button does and how to really tinker with the app. I like how the interface is very clean and there's just no bloat within the app whatsoever. The in-app help is simple and easy to use. All you have to do is go to the help, and you can either again go through the introduction of the app again, or click on the web help and be taken to the website where you'll have the full manual as well as some other information. Now, going to the website was instantaneous, and that was a nice plus as well. Playing with the equalizer and seeing the curve of the music change as you move the equalizer up and down or wherever you positioned it was also kind of fun. It reminded me of the iTunes visualizer when playing music. However, as nice and simplistic as the equalizer is, I do wish there were some presets like I find in my Sound Blaster X7 app as well as the iTunes app itself. Sennheiser are the experts after all of sound, and I would love to see some presets made by them. One of the things I was pleasantly surprised with was the range of the device. I don't have a very large house, but I was able to leave my phone by the computer and walk away and go down and up multiple floors without any interference or loss of music quality. I easily walked over 30 feet away, and when I went upstairs or downstairs there was hardwood flooring and insulation in between, and again, no loss of music at all. This all comes down to the Bluetooth 5 module, which has a peak range of 500 feet. Before I get into how the Momentum 3 sound, I kind of want to talk about their comfort level. As these are over-ear headphones, you definitely get a nice solid clamping force, and of course this is meant to keep the sound you want in and the sounds you don't want out. Having said that, they kind of hurt after a long period of wearing. I noticed some pain right above my ears and right around the jawline. Of course, you can remedy this by breaking your headphones in. Simply just kind of find some books that are a little bit wider than your noggin and put the headphones on them for an extended period of time, such as a day or two, and that should, in theory, loosen a little bit of that tension on the headbands. Unfortunately, there's no way to adjust the width of the headband. However, you can adjust the cup positioning up or down to help for a little bit with that comfort level. The ear cups themselves and the band has some ample padding to ease some of that pressure, and it allows for a bit more comfortability for those extended listening sessions. The Momentum 3s do fit snugly, and there's very little side-to-side movement, even when I was shaking my head, so in theory you could take these for a jog if you wanted to. However, after a long listening session I did find my ears getting a little hot and sweaty, so you might be better off sticking to some more athletic-oriented in-ear headphones. Regarding sound quality, I want to focus on three things: active noise cancellation and transparent hearing, call quality, and my experience while listening to music. Even without active noise cancellation on, I could barely hear anything around me while listening to music. My wife had to actually come over and tap my shoulder to get my attention at one point, and while she was watching TV, I couldn't hear any of it. With active noise cancellation on, the sounds are muted even more. Constant noises such as a running tap could not be discerned. However, the more arrhythmic sound of my son running up and down our hardwood stairs could definitely be heard. Since I've not been able to travel, I can't attest to how well the noise cancellation works against dampening a jet engine sound. If I activate transparent hearing, I can definitely hear the sounds around me a lot better. When I pause the music, I can hear what people are saying. And if I decide to go for a walk, having this active is a good thing. So that way, because I live in a busy area, not getting run over, always a good thing. Taking and making calls was quite good. The voice on the other end was very clear and almost better than having the headset up to my ear itself. At the touch of a button, I could answer a call, and again, another button using the digital assistant, I could just make a call as well. All I had to do was fiddle with some of the settings on my phone to make sure that I could use my digital assistant while the phone was locked. Now, to the music. Disclaimer though, I want to say that I've only listened to music on these headphones for an extended period while using Bluetooth. I have not used the 3.5mm jack or the USB cord, mostly because these are a wireless headset and that is their main feature, so I wanted that experience. As such, the listening experience might actually be improved upon when using the analog cable or the USB cable. I'd have to say while listening to music that the soundstage was very compact. Rather than feeling like I was in a large auditorium or a club, it was almost as if I was in a small room. For instance, when I listened to Beethoven's Ninth, it was kind of hard to discern all the instruments and the music sounded muffled in a way. By contrast though, when I listened to the Beatles, it was a very intimate listening experience, almost as if they were just like there in the room playing for me. When I listened to hip hop or some EDM, the bass was ample and the vocals were very clear as well. Of course, it could be that the tracks by the latter two genres just didn't have that complexity that the Beethoven or Beatle tracks had. And this isn't necessarily a bad thing, just more of a different thing. If clarity in the listening experience that takes you away from all the outside sounds that are competing with each other is your desire, then I think the Momentum 3s achieve this really well. Overall, sound quality is great, even if it is somehow lacking. However, as with anything sound and music related, it's all very subjective. Your experience with the Momentum 3s will vary compared to mine. So as LeVar Burton says, Conclusion time. Would I recommend the Momentum 3s for you to purchase? My answer is yes, but. The Momentum 3s check a lot of boxes. They're wireless, they have active noise cancellation, and they provide an overall good listening experience. However, where they're lacking is that retail price of $399 US. I find this rather expensive, especially when you consider the sustained comfort level isn't really that great. As such, I'm glad I was able to buy these for less. At $399, the Momentum 3s are among the most expensive headphones in this category, comparable to such makers as Bose and Bowers & Wilkins. Now, while there are some headphones that go as much as $450, you can also find options at $100 or less. Of course, materials and quality of your listening experience will vary as a result. The cheaper options might not fold, they might not have a carrying case, and they might not even have a companion app. I only ever decided on the Momentum 3s after doing a lot of research. I read a lot of articles, read a lot of reviews by both customers and professionals, almost all of which were positive. So as with any large purchase, there's a lot of factors to take into account, so do your research. Ultimately, I'm glad I bought the Momentum 3s. I've been using my GSP 600s while gaming for the last 2 years, so I know the kind of quality that Sennheiser brings to the table. I do plan on taking these headphones with me when I travel, take the dog out for a walk, or even when I just want to tool around the house and listen to some music. That's it for me, everybody. Thanks for watching. Post any comments or questions you have down below. Love to hear from you. Like and subscribe. Click that notification icon if you want to be notified when my next video comes out. I'm Seth, and I'll see you next time in the middle of nowhere. Unfortunately, there is no way to adjust the width of these headbands, but how you can adjust the cup through, excuse me.